Hello there, Elisa. Okay, so let's go. The issue of interaction between family members is significantly, no, look, past participle has significantly increased. Okay, because we got the D on the end there. During the recent decades, good. I believe that the communication among family members is less in the past era. Good. This essay will analyze the issue and use examples, or use an example, or use examples from developed countries to demonstrate and prove arguments would be better. Okay? So the communication between family members in the past is less. This is because of less communication channels during that period. Okay. Just to avoid saying communication channels, or could you say technology channels perhaps? For example, a recent study shows that families in Canada are interacting, once again, tense, are interacting with each other once a month through post in the early 70s, perhaps. Therefore, although some families are not fully busy, they're still not in touch enough with each other. Okay, I don't really get this argument, I'm sorry. Okay, it's valid saying that they were in contact, but you should have said distant families, okay, just to make it relevant, and then made a comparison. Whereas today's, most distant families speak at least 3 times a week, according to recent studies from UNICEF. Okay? But don't worry, this is going to come later. So, good start. Secondly, the interaction between family members is less in the previous times. This is due to the fact that the communities have no technology alternatives, good, which open lots of opportunities to people to communicate with each other, good. For instance, Twitter and Facebook have incredibly increased communication between people worldwide, good. As a consequence, prepositions. Family members have not many options in the past to interact with others. Good. Seems like a similar argument to before. Okay, so you have, this is much stronger because here we've got the comparison, okay, and we've got real world examples, so that's even better, but this one's a little bit soft. So this is the style we want, okay? In conclusion, from the examples and arguments given above, I strongly agree that the interaction with family members is less in the past era. Good. According to what is illustrated above, the absence of technology in that period of time has crucially affected the people keeping in touch with others. Not bad. Good way. So perhaps we can make this a little bit shorter in the next essay, but overall this is a good start. Very impressed with Elisa. Sorry. Playing with a child has lots of benefits for adults. It could improve the skills and imaginations more effectively than reading. Good. Okay, it could improve skills and imagination more effectively than reading. We don't need the skills, okay? And imaginations isn't the most common way to say it. I believe that practicing a pleasurable activity with a child has an incredible outcome in developing skills and imagination. Okay, so we've just repeated and we've taken words from the question, so that's not good. So, has incredible benefits, has incredibly more benefits than reading. So to analyze the issue, use relevant examples from Harvard and the US government to demonstrate points. Okay, this is to demonstrate the argument, okay, that way it's fine. Firstly, having special time to play an enjoyable activity with children has significant roles to improve skills. Full stop. No, provides significant opportunities to improve skills. Okay, here you need to research your use of comparisons than reading. Okay, has significantly more benefits to improve, has significantly more chance to improve skills than reading, okay? But you need to review comparisons, and you also need to review your tenses and singular plural agreement, okay? Because there's a few issues where this is popped up. So see, this is because it stimulates, third person singular, stimulates the mind and boosts creativity. For example, a recent study from Harvard University shows that people playing with their children have more skills than those reading only books. Okay, so here, what's the subject? Are we talking about the parents having more skills? For example, a recent study from Harvard shows that parents shows that when parents play with their children, the young okay, so this needs to be rephrased so it's absolutely crystal clear that it's the children who pick up skills. For example, a recent study from Harvard University shows that when parents play with children, they ultimately the child ultimately becomes more social and outgoing than those just reading books, or than those only reading books. Okay, and here what I'm doing also is changing this, giving you more vocabulary. Okay, because we've said skills way too many times. Therefore, more skilled people play with children to improve their skills again. And once again, it all seems to be getting mixed up. Are we talking about people being skilled, or are we talking about children gaining abilities and skills? What are we doing? Okay, it needs to be clear. Secondly, playing with a child is important. Okay, looks like we've got task response mixed up again here, okay? For the adult's imagination, no. We need to be focused on the benefits for the child, okay? This is due to the fact that playing is fun and can relieve stress and is a great influence for the imagination. For instance, a US government study shows that people playing with children have a more powerful imagination than people who are focusing on reading. In consequence, the government encourages people to spend more time playing with their children. Not bad, but this is not what we want to do. Okay, we want to focus on the child. So task response, serious issue, serious issue here. To conclude, from the examples and arguments given, I firmly agree that spending time to play with the child has a greater impact on promoting skills and imagination than reading. Good. Except we're saying this for like the third or fourth time, so be careful there. This will lead people in the future to have more time to play enjoyable activities with children. Good. Okay, so be careful with task response. You want to double and triple check it. You also want to pay more attention to singular plural. So what I want you to do now, Elisa, is implement all the corrections that you've heard in this video. Send me back these essays corrected. Then I want you to write out all the errors. Okay, that's your personal error list. Then I want you to write 2 brand new essays answering the questions I sent you. And with those essays, take your time. Okay, we're going for quality first before the amount of time. Take your time and go through and look for mistakes that you've made before and try and self-correct them. Okay? This is the best way and fastest way to improve. If you're not so sure about the rule, jump online and just review. Okay, so you might be going singular plural agreement theory, ESL. Okay, so keep going, Elisa. You're doing really well. It's just a case now of carrying on and writing more essays. All the best.